across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Herbert to throw right away. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A first carry for Rachaad White. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, it's Herbert. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Gibson on the read option. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Herbert going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run again with Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Giants had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this to Coleman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Drops it off for Coleman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Gibson again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Justin Herbert His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Coleman has it here right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. That's taken in by Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for... There he goes, right side! Touchdown, Giants! And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. We are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that should change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Murray now to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Moore, the man in motion. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Murray. That is caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's Coleman here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Harris. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Hyder for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Herbert. And he puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery, a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Hyder. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Herbert now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. Brad Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Herbert. Open man is Myers. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for two. It's complete. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. 4 yards remain for second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Prater's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now Herbert. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Herbert. And he'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And the Panthers have won the football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.